Hey everyone, Andrew Morrison here, also known as Andrew the Astrologer. Welcome to my channel. In today's video I'll be sharing and discussing, this will be part 3 pertaining to the upcoming solar eclipse that will be taking place on December 4th, 2021. Now, if you haven't checked out my previous episodes in regards to the upcoming solar eclipse or the upcoming lunar eclipse that will also be taking place on November 19th this month, not to worry, I have a whole entire playlist with several videos in that playlist, so definitely check out those videos here on my channel. Now, if you are brand new to me, I help both men and women to help them elevate their income, wealth, careers, and relationships, all through the power of astrology. Now, if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, consider subscribing below and make sure that all notifications are also turned on so you never miss a brand new video here on my channel. Now, before I get into today's main content, I do have a few spots available if you are really needing deeper guidance and help with a reading or consultation. The best way to schedule that is sending me a direct private email, which my email is posted down in the description down below. Also found in the description down there, as well as a link to my free private Facebook group. I just wanted to mention this just because I do realize so many people on this YouTube platform are very much interested in groups and Facebook groups as well. Now, in today's episode 3, pertaining to the upcoming solar eclipse, which again is taking place next month, December 4th, 2021, I want to use this time and opportunity to dive more into the spiritual significance and meaning and depth on not just what the upcoming solar eclipse is all about, but generally speaking, what these eclipses are also all about. And not just me spewing out more information, but how we can actually use this to actually improve our individual realities as well. Now, before I get into all that, it's really important that I touch base on something I haven't mentioned already. So, as a friendly reminder, the lunar eclipse is taking place on November 19th, and in astrology, that gap time frame between the eclipses. So remember, eclipses do come in pairs, the lunar and the solar eclipse. So during that gap time frame, that in astrology is known as a twilight zone type of energy. So on that note, matters both on either a global spectrum or on an individual personal level, matters and situations can become very fated, unusual, very bizarre, and strange. So that is really important to understand, because you also have to understand that when it comes to the time of the eclipses, we're dealing with the nodes of the moon, which again are very unusual and bizarre energy, but they're also very extreme and transformative energy as well. And they can also be very explosive and intense energy. And especially this particular eclipse season that I have been reiterating over and over, this particular eclipse season is going to be very explosive and very intense. It's definitely going to be a major wild ride for the world. Now, moving ahead on what this particular eclipse season is all about with, again, the lunar eclipse in November this month, as well as in addition to the solar eclipse next month in December. This particular eclipse season really stands out as a time of major transformation, healing, and releasing. Now, it's really important to use these last few weeks in 2021 to really do a lot of letting go, shedding away old karmic energy from the past, old emotions, thoughts, feelings, sensations, and all of that. Now, we would really be lying to ourselves if we haven't been affected or impacted by these world events, not just here in 2021 with everything transpiring, but basically these world events extending all the way back to when everything shifted gears, which again happened on around March 2020 with these major world events. So we've all been impacted and affected, whether financially, emotionally, spiritually, psychologically, possibly physically, whether that is amongst ourselves or someone near and close to us, whether that is a family member, relative, friend, best friend, acquaintance, coworker, you name it. So again, really use this time these last few weeks in 2021 to really be more honest with yourself and do a lot more deep examination work on what is really keeping you stuck, because oftentimes energy does get really stagnant and stuck, and that actually prevents us from reaching success, and whatever success in your own definition looks like. Oftentimes when energy does get stagnant and stuck, we oftentimes bleed onto other people, and that is based on our past traumas. So it's important to understand, and astrology really acts in accordance to this, is that our personal individual essence really dictates how we view and perceive our external world and our external environment. That's why there's always so much chaos in the world, and there's always things like war and violence, and really people acting out of their lower instincts and vibrations. So again, really use this time, these last few weeks, to really take a close, hard look and understand what needs to be changed, what needs to be removed, what needs to be subtracted in order to move ahead in your individual reality. Now, some very powerful rituals and practices that really stand out, that would really jive well with this particular eclipse season in order to do a lot more releasing and letting go work. These rituals and practices could certainly include taking like a warm, soothing, long bath, possibly with candles. So you have to understand that the water element in astrology actually is all about cleansing and clearing away. And it's also all about healing and transformation as well. Now, fire, the reason why fire and candles in particular is also very therapeutic and cathartic is because fire element is all about truth. So it's about clearing away, cleansing away to get to your personal power and your personal truth. Some other practices, that rituals that also certainly stand out, is any form of journaling, because you have to understand that when you're doing journaling, you're not working out your problems and your issues in your head. You're actually getting all your junk, all your mental junk onto paper, and you're able to actually visibly see what may be actually oscillating in your internal essence and in your mindset. So that is really important to do any form of journaling exercise and ritual or practice. I recommend doing journaling twice a day, particularly once when you wake up and then once before you go to bed. Some other rituals and practices also include forgiveness. Now, when it comes to forgiveness, one of the most powerful rituals and practices for that is actually writing a letter to yourself, and that is really powerful and healing. Some other practices and rituals that would really jive well with this letting go and releasing old stuck energy would also include a deep breath work, yoga, and certainly meditation as well. But all in all, again, this eclipse season is going to be very cathartic, very transformative. And if you do have natal planets very close to the degree points of this particular eclipse season, whether that's the lunar eclipse or the solar eclipse, you bet that your life will definitely experience some major changes in the upcoming months ahead, particularly the upcoming 3 to 6 months, which eclipse energies have an effect up to at a maximum around 6 months at the most. So I hope you found this episode 3, part 3 for the upcoming solar eclipse very helpful and informative, and I'd love to hear your thoughts if you did found today's episode very helpful and informative. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel and make sure that all notifications are turned on so you never miss future eclipse videos here at my channel and other astrology related videos as well. And as a friendly reminder, if you are needing deeper guidance and help, I'd love to sit down with you and work with you with a one-on-one consultation and reading. And you can actually schedule that by sending me a direct email, which is always posted down in the description down below. Thank you for tuning in and listening to this solar eclipse episode 3 video, and I'll see you in the upcoming videos ahead. Thank you.